You're listening to From a Certain Point of Skew, the only Star Wars podcast to be on the speed dial at Lucasfilm's legal department. I am Matt, aka Darth Mathias, and today I'm alone because I'm just here to do a quick setup for our special May the 4th. Oops, check that. We got busy. It got out a day late. This is our special Revenge of the 5th episode. As we've hinted at for weeks, this is the volume 2 of our FACPA Stories series. We did the first volume back on Star Wars Podcast Day in February, so this is part 2, and the sole credit and responsibility for all these stories is Jay. So as you're listening to this and considering taking legal action, you can send your briefs to Jay, the angry ginger Jedi guy. Oh, and a special shout out, thanks to Jay's buddy Grant for doing a lot of the narration and voiceover work, although you can tell he's a bit of a Trekkie guy because he takes a couple shots at Star Wars right off the bat, so just ignore that. You'll see what I mean. If you'd like to find everything about our show, go to FromACertainPointOfSkew.com. You can find us on Twitter at FACPAPod. You can email us, FACPAPod@gmail.com, and you can now leave us a voicemail at 1-678-FACPA-77. That's 1-678-322-7277. We'll be back later in the week to talk May the 4th, The Phantom Menace, which I'm about to go see in a few minutes, and we'll do a review of Tales of the Empire. But for now, sit back, relax, and listen to the latest volume of FACPA Stories as Jay flips through the channels on his television and lands on a few offbeat tales with a couple commercials mixed in.
Burbank, the land where dreams are woven into celluloid and occasionally into a streaming series that's not afraid to show a green pair of cojones. Disney Plus, the streaming giant that's never met a franchise it couldn't milk for all it's worth. See the previously launched Ahsoka, Sabine's Loth Cat for 2 hours and 7 minutes of proof, has just rolled out the red carpet for its latest and greatest brainchild, Dagobah Diaries. Now, this isn't your run-of-the-mill Star Wars spinoff. Oh no, this is Yoda like you've never seen him before, grappling with the dark side of testicular cancer.
Okay, picture this.
A clearly intoxicated Disney CEO Bob Iger probably said, lounging on a throne of Baby Yoda plushies.
Yoda, the ancient Jedi Master, now faces a battle more daunting than the Sith. A malignant lump on his right testicle. There's no longer just a space opera, it's a space soap opera.
He continues excitedly while spinning his phone to reveal a shot from the series where Yoda is walking into chemotherapy.
Complete with hospital gowns that don't close properly in the back. Look at that cute little green butt.
The series, described as a more serious and unflinching look into the Jedi healthcare system, shows our little green friend navigating the horrors of hospital bureaucracy. Picture Yoda squinting at WebMD articles about midichlorian therapy while muttering,
"Cure cancer, this will not."
It's heart-wrenching stuff with a side of absurdity. But wait! As if there wasn't already enough drama surrounding this series, Kathleen Kennedy, the Star Wars matriarch, was so profoundly stirred by the Dagobah Diaries that she rushed to get a mammogram, which Disney Plus immediately announced would be another one-off standalone spin-off series coming far too soon. The veritable queen of the Star Wars universe, in a scene shared with press along with the Dagobah Diaries, showed a vulnerable Kennedy, tears streaming down her face as she witnesses Yoda's harrowing journey. Overcome with emotions, she addresses a room full of reporters, her voice trembling with the gravity of the moment. "This show," she begins, pausing to compose herself, "it's more than just a story. It's a wake-up call." She wipes the tear away, the cameras flashing like stars, bending into hyperdrive. "Seeing Yoda confront such a personal health crisis, it's made me realize something. We're all vulnerable, even those of us leading the rebellion against the dark side of the Force." She takes a deep breath, her eyes reflecting a fierce determination. "That's right. Why, after the final credits rolled, I booked the earliest mammogram appointment. It was a moment of clarity, a realization that health is our most precious asset." She gazes into the distance, her expression a mix of introspection, resolve, and insanity. Kennedy's voice grows stronger, more impassioned. "If
Yoda can face his fears, so can we all. This isn't just about a show, it's about taking action, about being proactive in our health. It's about facing our own morality and saying, not today, cancer, not today.
The room falls silent, hanging on her every word.
I urge everyone, whether you're a Jedi Master or just a regular citizen of the galaxy, get checked.
Lightsabers and lifesavers. Regular screenings can be.
She ends her speech in a Yoda-like voice and gives a solemn nod, her words echoing through the chamber, possibly and uncomfortably, inspiring all who hear them to take their health into their own hands. As for Yoda, just when you think he's on the mend, the season finale drops a bombshell. He's got colon cancer too. The episode features a colonoscopy scene that's part tragedy, part unintentional slapstick comedy. Frank Oz, the legendary puppeteer, stuck in a rather compromising position with Yoda, leading to a surgical mishap. Now, Yoda's giving Frank the silent treatment. Quite literally. Since Yoda's voice apparently went out the door with Frank's hand once it was removed, in a shockingly gruesome scene that some have suggested should have stayed on the cutting room floor. In a twist that's more ironic than somehow Palpatine's return, Yoda's not really speaking to anyone by the end. He's keeping busy with his lawsuit against Frank Oz for emotional distress and, bizarrely, for obstructing early colon cancer warning signs. That's right, Yoda's convinced that Frank's hand was the root of all evil. As the credits roll, we're left wondering, will there be a second season? After that cliffhanger, fans are clamoring for more of Yoda's medical misadventures. Stay tuned, folks. The Force is strong with the Dagobah Diaries, and so are the medical bills.
Attention Star Wars fans across the galaxy. Get ready to experience a whole new level of comfort and style with MeRobies. Imagine lounging in your MeRobies robe while sipping spotchka, catching up on the latest holodramas, and feeling as relaxed as a Jedi during meditation. It's a feeling that'll transport you to a galaxy far, far away. Whether you're a daring smuggler navigating the treacherous hyperlanes in the Millennium Falcon, or a senator orchestrating political maneuvers in the heart of Coruscant, MeRobies has the perfect robe to suit your galactic lifestyle. With our exclusive Wookiee Modal fabric, you'll experience unparalleled comfort that'll make you feel like you're floating in a Bacta tank. And the designs, they're more stylish than Lando Calrissian and a Cloud City soiree.
What have we here?
Join the ranks of satisfied MeRobies customers who have discovered the force of comfort and style. So whether you're defending the rebellion, attending pod races, or simply lounging on your own personal Star Destroyer, choose MeRobies and embrace the power of comfort. Use promo code FACPA Modal to receive an exclusive 10% discount. MeRobies, the robes that will make you say, "May the comfort be with you."
Are you confirmed? Decide.
Picture, if you will, a dimension beyond the bounds of space and time as we know it. A crossroads where past, present, and future swirl in a chaotic cosmic soup. This is the world between worlds, and it's like no place you've ever seen. In this strange realm, mystical portals act as a gateway to moments frozen in time throughout the galaxy's history. One might open to a young Anakin Skywalker toiling away on Tatooine, while the next reveals a noble Jedi sacrificing himself to save his found family. The very fabric of time is stretched and twisted. But be warned, dear traveler, for this is no simple time travel escapade. The world between worlds has rules, and the Force maintains a delicate balance, even here. Those strong in the light may enter, while disciples of the dark are barred passage. And though one might reach through to pull a soul from death's grasp, the core timeline cannot be unraveled on a mere whim. So step through. Explore the moments that defined a galaxy. But tread carefully. This is the world between worlds, and it's no place for the faint of heart. In this Jedi Twilight Zone, anything is possible. For a price.
Son, don't have to.
So there I was, Mace Windu, Jedi Master and certified badass, floating in a sea of darkness. At first, I thought I must have had one too many shots of that Corellian moonshine the night before, 'cause my head was spinning like a damn one-winged TIE fighter. But then, the memories started flooding in, and I realized this was no ordinary hangover. It was like I was caught in some kind of cosmic dream, defining moments of my life flashing before my eyes in a kaleidoscope of colors and emotions. 1 minute, I'm a wide-eyed youngling, taking my first steps into the Jedi Temple. The next, I am reliving my glory days as a young Padawan sparring with my fellow trainees, and I'm like, y'all better step up your game because Mace Windu ain't here to play. I'm dodging lightsabers left and right, feeling the Force flow through me like a damn tsunami. The memories keep coming, faster and faster, like a hyperspace jump amped up on that underground psychedelic Purgil piss. I see myself constructing my first lightsaber, defiant as ever, engraving BAMF, Bad Ass MFer, into the hilt while my instructor eyes are elsewhere, the purple blade humming to life in my hands. I feel the rush of adrenaline as I take on my first mission, the thrill of danger and the satisfaction of a job well done. Another memory's hitting me like a ton of bricks. It's the first time I truly connected with the Force. I was meditating, trying to clear my mind and all that Jedi mumbo-jumbo, when suddenly, it happened. I could feel the Force all around me, inside me, penetrating every cell of my being. It was like the universe itself was whispering sweet nothings in my ear, and I was ready to give myself over to it completely. My breathing quickened, and I could feel the sweat beading on my forehead as the intensity built. It was a rhythm, a pulse that grew stronger with each passing moment until finally, the crescendo hit. An explosion of pure, unadulterated ecstasy that left me trembling and gasping for air, not to mention reaching for a change in underrobes. I knew right then and there that I was hooked. The Force was my drug, and I was its willing servant. Suddenly another flash, and I'm standing in front of the Jedi Council, about to be granted the rank of Master. I'm thinking, about damn time. I've been busting my ass for years, and now they're finally giving me the respect I deserve. As Yoda places the ceremonial robe on my shoulders, I can't help but feel a surge of pride. Mace Windu, Jedi Master. It's got a nice ring to it. Fast forward through my kick-ass Jedi career, and I find myself in the middle of this epic showdown with that punk-ass Sith Lord Sidious. I mean, I was pissed as hell when I found out that motherfucker Palpatine was behind all this shit. But damn, did it feel good to kick his wrinkly ass? I was like, who's the little bitch now, huh? But then, that sneaky bastard hits me with his Force lightning, and suddenly I'm flying out the window like a fucking rag doll. And that's when it hits me. I'm not dreaming. I'm falling. Shards of glass raining down with me as I plummet through Coruscant's never-ending cityscape. Halfway down, I'm thinking, shit, this fall is taking forever. I could have ordered a pizza-baked blurg burger and had it delivered by now. Suddenly, I crash into some poor schmuck's convertible speeder right in the middle of a couple's argument. The woman screaming about her man's Twi'lek side piece calling his private hollow, and I'm just trying to catch my breath. I stand up to take charge of the situation. 'Cause I'm a Jedi, damn it. But before I can say a word, this crazy bitch kicks me right in the gonads, sending me tumbling out the back of the speeder. So much for gratitude, huh? I land in a fucking waste truck, but before I can even process the putrid stench that's assaulting my nostrils, the damn thing starts lining up to a waste disposal incineration fire stack. I'm like, oh, hell no, I did not survive a Sith Lord's ass whooping just to become the galaxy's most overcooked Jedi. For a split second, I'm actually grateful to be alive, but then reality hits me like a ton of bantha shit. I'm standing knee-deep in the most disgusting mix of trash and sewage you can imagine. And the heat from the fire stack is starting to make me feel like a Hosnian hog rat roasting on a Rodian's raging radiation range. As I'm trying to get my footing in this festering cesspool of filth, the truck's back end starts to open up, like the gaping maw of a sarlacc pit. The stench intensifies, and the heat from the fire stack is so intense, it's like being stuck in the sweaty armpit of a hut on the hottest day on Tatooine. I'm faced with a choice. Either stay put and risk being turned into a crispy Jedi bacon strip, sizzling and sputtering in the scorching, searing, singeing flames of this sanitation nightmare, or take my chances and jump overboard once again, plunging into the unknown depths of Coruscant's lower levels. It's a no-brainer, really. I'd rather face the perils of the city's underbelly than become one with the Force as a charred Jedi kebab. So with a muttered motherfucker under my breath, I take a running leap, the searing heat licking at my heels as I plummet once more into the neon-lit abyss. As I'm falling, I can't help but think, when I get my hands on that shriveled-up scrotum of a Sith Lord, I'm gonna make him wish he'd never crawled out of whatever slimy hole he spawned from. But for now, I've got more pressing concerns, like not becoming a Jedi pancake on the streets of Coruscant. Finally, I see the ground rushing up to meet me, and I start telling myself, the Force will save me. I got this. I force push with everything I've got, thinking I'll land softer than a Wookiee's ass on a silk cushion. But nope, I hit the ground so hard my legs crumple like a house of sabacc cards. The pain is so searing that I almost pass out. I begin to hobble my ass to the curb, bone fragments sticking out of my left leg when some gawking idiots start gathering around. What the fuck are you looking at? Never seen a Jedi fall from the sky before? I shout, 'cause I ain't got time for this shit. Just as I'm thinking I'm the most badass Jedi in the galaxy for surviving that ordeal, because let's face it, not even Master Yoda could have leapfrogged his way to safety. Some dumbass on a speeder bike crashes right into me, sending me flying through a store window. And where do I land? Right next to a fucking mattress. So here I am, lying on the ground, feeling the Force calling me home. I close my eyes thinking, this is it, Mace. You've had a good run. But who knows? Maybe the Force has other plans for me. All I know is, if I survive this shit, Palpatine better watch his back, 'cause I'm burning a hole straight through his shit-filled, diapered ass till he tastes all 36 inches of this big purple badass motherfucker.
Introducing Tatooine Waste Solutions, the planet's premier waste management company, serving Mos Eisley, Mos Espa, and now Anchorhead. We bring a revolutionary approach to waste disposal and our secret weapon, the mighty Sarlacc pit. At Tatooine Waste Solutions, we understand that managing on Tatooine can be a real headache. That's why we've harnessed the power of the Pit of Cocoon, a natural wonder, to efficiently dispose of your trash, junk, and even the occasional unwanted droid in an eco-friendly manner. Our highly trained team of Jawas will collect your waste, ensuring a clean and thriving community. They'll transport it to our state-of-the-art facility, where it will be ceremoniously fed to the Sarlacc, eliminating your garbage and providing nourishment to one of the galaxy's most fearsome creatures. With Tatooine Waste Solutions, you can rest easy knowing that your waste is handled responsibly, with a touch of adventure. Embrace the Tatooine spirit of innovation and conservation, all while keeping your neighborhood clean and beautiful. Join the many satisfied customers in Mos Eisley, Mos Espa, and now Anchorhead, who trust Tatooine Waste Solutions for their waste management needs as well. Don't let trash pile up like a Tusken Raider encampment. Choose Tatooine Waste Solutions today. Remember, whether you're a moisture farmer, a cantina owner, or a droid enthusiast, Tatooine Waste Solutions is here to keep your corner of the desert paradise pristine. Dump with confidence. Trust in Tatooine Waste Solutions.
Admiral Ackbar jolted awake with a shart, his bowels clenched tight, a poopnami to impart. From his bunk he did launch a Monkal on a mission, cheeks clasped so tight, a waddle of contrition. To the head he must rush, no time for delay, but the comm unit buzzed, duty's cruel play. Admiral Ackbar, the voice did insist, as Ackbar's rear end puckered, a clench to resist. Admiral, we need you, the voice did demand, while Ackbar's ass tightened, a most urgent hand. He shuffled to the bridge,
cheeks squeezed so tight, his face all contorted, a most awkward sight. Alarms blared like a Wookiee with hemorrhoid rage as the Empire attacked. A most vicious rampage. TIE fighters swarmed like a buttload of trouble while Ackbar yearned for relief on the double. The Star Cruiser shook like a bad case of gas as Ackbar's innards rumbled and squeaked out his ass. He barked orders, voice strained like constipation, his bowels a ticking bomb, ready for detonation. But then, a transmission from the Emperor so crude. "Surrender now, Ackbar, or I'll post your hollow nudes." Ackbar's eyes bulged out, his sphincter a quiver.
"I'd rather eat bantha poodoo, you vile-faced fibber."
The battle raged on as gastrointestinal war, while Ackbar's bowels cried,
"I can't hold it no more."
He squirmed in his seat, a potty dance most frantic, his crew's eyes wide, expressions quite antic. But then, a miracle, a twist of fate so sweet. The Empire's fleet flushed down a cosmic toilet seat. Ackbar rejoiced and dashed quicker than a Jawa's toot. To the head he rocketed in a mad poop pursuit. He burst through the door, a Moncall on the edge, and let loose a deluge like a Hutt's posterior wedge. Sweet relief at last, a most magnificent blast, as Ackbar exhaled,
"Ah, my rump is free at last."
Emerging victorious, a hero so grand, Ackbar declared,
"It's a crap!"
the greatest in the land. For when nature calls in the midst of a fight, don't hold it in, or you'll be in a terrible plight. So let this tale be a lesson, my dear. When duty and duty clash, have no fear. Heed nature's call, don't wait till you're squirmin', or you'll be the one doing the toilet sermon.